Today we're going to make a Cyberpunk bass within Caustic 3 with the Modular. It's the same patch, but I'm going to show you how to create two slightly different sounds with it. The first sounds like this. The second one is slightly different than that, but it's actually the same same patch on here. So we just go to here. Okay, here it sounds. All right, let's go to the Modular and make this. So this is actually very, very easy to make, and to adjust the sounds, it's just real slight differences. So let's build this first. Go to waveform generator, two of them, and we're going to put two envelopes. Then we're going to do a saturator here, and then we're going to do two filters. It's important to use the resonant LP because it's got that 24 decibel boost to it, which really brings out the distortion in this. And then we're going to do like a 2-input mixer. So let's plug this in. Note CVs. This one envelope is going to control both of the oscillators on here. Just take the first oscillator, bring it into the first one, into the first filter. Second one going into the second filter. Now it's important that you take the outs that are at the same thing. If you take this out, it's not going to work. You have to have it on the same line as where you're going to the in. So let's take this and we can just drag it here. I like to do that so you're not crossing wires. So if we take this, things aren't crossing, because like if you do something like this, it starts getting a bit kind of confusing when you have like 1,000 wires. That's just a little tip to make things just a bit cleaner. From here, you can go here, and from out, the more that you use the Modular, the more you know where to set things up to make it as clean as possible so you can see the signal flow. So with this is pretty much it, except, oh no, wait a minute, hold on, we got to take this second envelope and we're going to use it to the cuts. Just the cuts, not the res. So we want to take this to Sawtooth. We're going to take this one down, this up. Okay, so let's boost this to 24. We're going to put these all to like around 10 or 11 o'clock, somewhere in that range. So this bottom one is really going to bring out kind of the more highs, because this is set on a higher octave, and this is what's controlling it. Let's bring the distortion up. So the first one's not going to be as all the way up. So to actually create this modulation within it, we're going to put the decay up. It doesn't do anything until you move the sustain. So now you're getting that kind of ow sound. And it depends on how long the notes you want. You want to put the sustain. That's it. It just depends on what note you're really looking for, how long it's going to be. This is pretty much it. Let's just hit play and hear what it sounds like. I mean, we're pretty much got it. So if you want kind of more of a eel kind of sound, use the cutoff here. It makes kind of more of that dub sound. I think that's too much distortion when you put it there. So if you bring it down. So it's really important on kind of where you put the cutoff. The res, if you put too much on it, it starts sounding tinny. It totally, so because what the res does is it boosts the band of frequencies right at the cutoff point. So too much of it will make it sound really crazy, but it's needed to get kind of that certain tone. Hear it without it, it's just not possible. And you can get kind of a cool little wub wub sound at the very beginning. I guess it would be kind of like a wub instead of a dub. So if you bring this up slightly, now listen to it. See, now it's got that kind of wub at the very beginning of it. So if we were go to the other one, see, so keep in mind to where this is. I'm gonna load up the hackers one just to show you the slight difference of what it is. Go here. See, the decay is the same. The attack, there's no attack on it. The decays are pretty much the same. The sustain was up on that last one. This one's to here, but the biggest difference is just slightly in the distortion amount. The distortion was there on the last one. So let me just filter through both of these. So if we go to the Cyberpunk 1 is the one that we're at. No, was the first one. So see where the settings are? So if we go to Cyberpunk 2, it's just a slight difference. See, I think the res is slightly down on that. The cutoff might be slightly up on this. And the, what's it called? The distortion amount. And it might be good when you're using kind of a bass, especially like something like this. We're not using this for our main lower frequencies. So to cut off some of the, you might use the EQ on here to drop the bass a little bit on here. Because it's always going to be cleaner if you have like a dedicated 808 or a sub bass that you're using for your song. It's always cleaner to separate all frequencies so they don't clash or aren't competing with each other. They don't sound smushed up. So it's good to always kind of lower some of the basses and stuff and just keep that dedicated sub nice and clean and free from clutter. So anyways, yeah, that's how you make Cyberpunk bass within Caustic with the modular. Thanks for watching. Cue the music.